Check mic. Hey everybody, this is Discord user Slappy White with Radish Digital. That's digital with a J. I've got 4 things to announce. And you want to stick around because in number 4, I'm going to talk about how one member of our community is going to win a box of HTH baseball. That's a $169 value. That's number 4. Let's get to number 1 first. Number 1, Radish Rip number 6 is underway. What is Radish Rip? It's a digital break, right? We've got to come up with a new name because breaking is different when you're on the blockchain or when you're doing it digitally. So that's what we call our digital breaks. It's Radish Rip. Where is it taking place? It's taking place in the Radish Discord. Everybody's welcome there. Don't always go out there looking because I don't want to be shilling our community, but everybody's welcome there. And that is where you're going to find it. There's a special category in the Radish Discord called Radish Rip. You go in there and there's a channel for every break spot that we're auctioning off. And what are we auctioning off? We're auctioning off all 25 heroes for a break spot individually, and then also 3 shatter spots. And that's key, right? Because you cannot get unrevealed shatters. So if you want that thrill of ripping your own shatter, come over and bid on a shatter spot. Now, how do you bid? Well, we use the latest technology for Discord when it comes to auctions. It's a great bot that we have that works for us. You just do a /bid command, then type in whatever number you want, or if you want to make it easier, you can just bid on the minimum bid increase, which is $1 right now, to increase the last bid by $1. It's super easy to use. There's a lot of actually bells and whistles that folks don't use, but you come in and we'll tell you all the different ways you can use the auction bot so you can have even a watch list. Now, how do you pay? Well, we did something different this auction, which is 14 of the 28 break spots are US dollar based and 14 are BPX based. So if you got some BPX and you want to spend, come over and bid on those 14 items. If you have some money that you want to spend, you want to take a chance getting a color pop, right? There's a lot of bounties still out there. There's the Rockstar, there's the Gabler, and of course we all know the Matata, $50,000 bounty that's still out there. To come over to Radish, bid on those items. And so how do you pay? Well, if you pay in cash, then when the auction closes, you've got to come up with Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle. Preferred payment is Venmo. And if you do MetaMask, if you do BPX, you'll transfer MetaMask to MetaMask, or if you keep your BPX in the marketplace, I think I have a good workaround where you can transfer that within the BPX marketplace, and we'll take it that way. When does the auction close, right? Important point. I want to bid on this. So it closes Friday, 3 o'clock Pacific Coast time, so 6 o'clock Eastern Friday. And when are we going to break the case? We'll break it on either Friday or Saturday night, and we will record that so you'll be able to see it if you can't be there live. Now, number 2 is that where do you stream your podcast? That's what I'm asking. Where do you stream them? And are you subscribed to Radish Digital? That's digital with a J. You should be, because tonight we just dropped our latest show. And that was the bell saying that there's something really good dropping on your podcast platform. And tonight, TexHoopers sat down with the man, Frenchie, to talk about auctions. What version 1.0, how he felt about it, and where we're headed with version 2.0. So TexHooper, host of BPX After Dark Auction Edition, he sat down to talk to Frenchie about the auctions. And let me ask you this. Conversation ended up going 53 minutes. Do you think there's a chance that Frenchie might have talked about something other than the auctions? Well, I guess you got to tune into those 53 minutes to see for yourself. Number 3, programming notes. BPX After Dark is back. Join Jams. He's back from vacation. Excited to get into a good rhythm as we head into the fall and the winter. Also, Radish Digital Fantasy Sports Talk. So far, we focused on HTH, so rare, and we're going to start focusing on NFT draft as well. But for the block packs community, we focus on home team heroes. So far, it's only been baseball, but we will be focusing on football as well. We're trying to keep the shows under 20 minutes, so we just tell you about the injury list, we tell you about who's hot, we tell you about who's not, and we give you our picks on who you should go with. So far, the Radish picks have done actually really well. Top 10 out of over 100 entries in the common tier. Haven't nailed the first place finish that we're looking for, but we're going to get there. All right. And speaking of fantasy sports, that's number 4. That's what you're tuned in for. You want to hear about how you can get that box of HTH baseball. Here's the big announcement. Block Packs is being very generous, and they're going to give us a box of HTH baseball for the winner of the common tier of Radish HTH Baseball Fantasy. So a couple changes. I'm sorry, Heifer, you can't enter 50 teams this week. You're going to only be allowed everybody one entry in the common tier. Everybody has a fair shot at winning this box of HTH baseball that will be given away next week. All right. And so a couple of questions, though, that we did have for you about this. For the month of August, Radish has been paying out 5,000 BPX every single week, 1,000 BPX for every color tier. So that's coming to an end. We're grateful for Block Packs for giving us that box of HTH baseball, but what about the other color tiers? So here's my question to the community. Is there a demand to pay an entry fee of BPX and the top finishers will be paid out in BPX with Radish taking a cut? We did that in week 2. We had a number of people sign up. So what is the demand in the community? Do folks want to pay and then have payouts in their fantasy competition? And if so, do you want one for every color tier like we've been doing? An aqua tier, a blue, a red, and then a gold black shatter all together. And then what about color pops? A number of you said, I want color pop fantasy. So do you want to take your color pops, which are already earning fantasy points, and add another fantasy game to it and play the Radish HTH fantasy game with color pops? So it's very important. Just comment to this post or just message Slappy White or just drop a note in the Radish chat channel and let us know how you feel about it. Would you be interested in paying an entry fee in the hopes of winning BPX? And if so, what color tiers would you like? Just one or one for each color tier? All right, that's going to do it. But remember, the deadline to enter your common tier is Saturday for the Radish HTH baseball. So your chance to win a box of HTH baseball, you have to register your team by Saturday. The link to register your team will be going up soon, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.